Well, I want to thank everybody for your patience. We had a little glitch or gremlin. And so now we're back up and running. It's Flaminpit Show Part 2. And my guest for Part 2 is Mr. Pharlon Randle.
You got it right.
Oh, I was so nervous because I always say names wrong. And he's from Bangtown Productions and Recordings. So we want to talk today about what it is that Bangtown does. I mean, I have a flyer here and I see like you're all over the community. So first, welcome and thank you for taking the time out of your busy day and coming in.
Well, thanks for having me.
And let's just tell everybody what Bangtown is and what do you do.
Okay. Well, Bangtown Productions and Recordings is Bangtown Productions and Recordings. So what we do is we do a variety of things.
Okay.
I do private instruction. But the main thing I do is studio on the go. That's a program I do that shows kids how to create their own songs, how to write, record, how to create their own music. But we also do a video production. We come down and we'll videotape your whatever the event may be. Mm-hmm. Private instruction for youth as far as making. We'll come to you and show you how to your kid how to make their own songs or how to create their own music or whatever. DJ service.
Oh, okay.
We do photography.
You just all over the place.
Yeah, we Bangtown Production Recordings. We do birthday parties. So if your son or daughter has a birthday and they want to make their own song, private song for a birthday party, we do that. We do family reunions. Mm-hmm. But Bangtown Productions and Recordings, we make you your own personal instrumental for your songs, mastering service. Okay. So anything to do with the production, video, music, photography, we do that.
So this is through the schools particularly, or say my son loves to dabble with music, so could anybody come and do it?
Well, Studio on the Go, that's the program that we do through Bangtown Productions and Recordings. Mm-hmm. And we go to various schools and show kids how to make songs. It's a team of us. It's me plus 7 other engineer producers, and we go to various schools. Mm-hmm. So, for instance, if your son is at Southwestern Academy, we'll be doing programming there. Mm-hmm. Boys and Girls Club, Monday through Thursday, we do programming when they can get the Studio on the Go experience. Oh, okay. So it's various sites we go throughout the year. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I see on here you have a list of your sample residencies. You got Boys and Girls Club, Kalamazoo Public Schools, Plant, Swartz Creek. So these are all schools, but like say a regular person that wanted to learn how to mix music or create music, is that something that Bangtown does?
Yes.
But that's not the on-the-go part. That's just another part of it.
That's the private instruction.
Oh, okay. Yes. And that's the one that costs the money.
What they all cost. But yeah, that's they all cost. But we do private instruction.
Mm-hmm. So the ones in the schools, are those when the kids you do the program in the school now? Is that paid for, or is that just through the school system?
Well, it's through the school system. Mm-hmm. We work with Roofmont on they pay like a portion.
Oh, okay. Because it's part of the arts.
Right, in the city, in the Genesee County area, but the schools also
they'll pay part of it.
Yes.
So now how many kids do you have in the Studio on the Go program?
Well, over this past year, between Flint and Kalamazoo and Grand Rapids, we probably serviced over 1,200 kids the past school year.
Oh, and that's a regular thing for the school year. How long have Bangtown been doing this?
Bangtown started the Studio on the Go program in 2006. It was just out the clear blue. Something happened, and I've been doing it ever since.
You just felt one day, I can take this on the road.
No, it didn't happen like that. You want to hear the story?
Yeah, I want to hear the story.
Okay.
Want to hear it? Here it go.
Well, basically, it's funny how God works. I started breaking my equipment down and going to record elsewhere because it was interfering with my family life or whatever.
Okay.
And that's where the mobile part started. And a friend of mine from elementary, I ran into her, and she found out that I did music. And so she asked me to come out to her school. She was a social worker out in Swartz Creek. Her name is Becky Lee George. And she asked me to come out and show the kids what I do. And she was relentless. Like, she would ask me and ask me. I'm like, okay, I'm going to do it. I'll do it. So we set the date, and I volunteered. Wasn't looking for nothing to happen.
Right.
And I volunteered my time and went out to Swartz Creek Alternative. And was out there all day with the kids, and they had a blast, and they made their own music, and they wrote their own lyrics and recorded, and they made a song. It's like the best day ever for them in school.
Right, right.
So the principal realized, that they had a great time, and he asked me to, he said, well, I would like for you to come back and do this again. I was like, okay, cool, great. And he's like, we'll pay you to come back.
Even greater.
And I was like, okay, cool. So went back, paid me to come back. Did the same thing in Kalamazoo. They had a program called the Kalamazoo Promise. And I volunteered my time again and drove to Kalamazoo. Wasn't looking for nothing.
Right.
And made a song with a class down there. And we made a song for the Kalamazoo Promise. And before I left, they just gave me a check.
Wow.
And basically, I did it again here in Flint. I did the same thing with the Boys and Girls Club. I volunteered. We made a song, and that song ended up turning into a PSA. And it just happened.
Right.
So, but I recognized it when it did happen. It was like, wait a minute, this is. It even goes back further than that.
He said, this is feeling pretty good.
Yeah, because I was a bus driver for 10 to 15 years for Mount Moore schools. And I would do the studio production in between. So I would pick up the kids, drop them off.
Head to the studio.
Go to the studio, record the gangsters, the punk rockers. Basketball games, come back, studio. Same routine.
Right, right.
So when I look back on my life, it's like, wow, I was being trained to do this the whole time. And when the opportunity happened, I recognized it and walked in it.
Right.
And then I reached out at the same time to everybody I knew that did the same thing I did, because I realized there was a need for it. So versus just holding on to it,
right, right.
I reached out to my partners that I knew was just as good as me, Mark Taylor, Bernard Terry, or the producers that I knew, and they didn't hesitate, and they walked right in it with me.
Wow.
And
well, and that's a plus, because sometimes people get stuff and they hold on to it, and I just think that's so selfish. It's like, what are you going to do with it by yourself?
Right.
Spread it around.
Right.
Spread it around. Now, are you a naturally artistic person when it comes to creating music and everything? Do you consider yourself a musician or a producer of music?
I could consider myself both.
You can write a song?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I can write a song with you or anybody.
Awesome. Now, can we get one for the Flaminpit Show?
Hey, and you'll be the lead MC.
We need a new song. I want my own song.
Yeah, we can do that.
I want fire in the background.
Oh, we can do all that. Yes.
Well, so now when Bangtown, like, where did that name come from? I mean,
that's a long story too. I was in a band years ago. I'm a funky band. The band was called 4 Deep, and I probably got like 10 or 15 nicknames. But Bang, one of my partners just kept on calling me Bang, Big Bang.
Big Bang.
Big Bang.
Like Big Baby.
So that name just kind of stuck. And then Bang. And I was, my parents died 6 months apart, 1992, 1993. And I converted one of the bedrooms, 606 Grace Street, into a studio. And I would just open up the windows and
just bang it out.
And my neighbors, I had knew them all my life. They didn't complain. They didn't.
They probably enjoyed that.
They probably did, and I love them for letting me do that, because they did that. That allowed me to express myself and you know, make my music. I could be up late at night. Nobody ever complained or nothing. So Bang, and it just turned into Bangtown.
That's like the Take You to Funky Town. Da, 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 da. I love that song.
Me too.
Oh my goodness. So how did all the kids and everything get involved though? Because like you said, you started out being a producer yourself, and then one day you decided out of the blue, I'm going to deal with the students, and now you're going to teach them how to do everything. And where do you get the kids from? Like, if you didn't know about just all these schools, you know, where do you just, any stray kids just come up and be like, Mr. Bang, can you help me?
The way that happened was they have after school programs. You know, so there's like 21st century programming in a lot of the schools throughout the nation. So once I realized I had a program to offer, I just wrote it up. I wrote the program up. I made a description of the program, something I could present to people. And, you know, like this right here. But I have a full program description. I developed a curriculum based off of what I already do. And when I approach a school or an after-school program or something, I have something to show them. And I have evidence of...
this is what you can do.
Right. And there's like a lot of no music in the schools, or arts taken out of school and stuff like that. So it happened at about the right time. You know, God is funny. But the timing of it was like right at the time when they were taking all this stuff out of schools. So it was just, it happened at the right time. Yeah,
because you're one of another person I had on the show has a music center for after school, because he said the same thing. Is a lot the arts are not in the schools anymore, unless you're doing like say band or something, but just regular music. Because I used to be in music when I was in junior high, you know, and they're saying now that they don't really have that anymore. But now I wish we had like the production side, like, because all we had choir, you know, and then they had the band and everything. I didn't get to play any instruments. I always sang in the choir. And so now I see you have like technology, which is the kids, you know, the main thing. They plugged into everything. And it helps with, they're learning at the same time. They you know, we do everything as a group. So you may do the drums, then I'll do the bass, and then somebody else in the class until we get a full composition. And then we brainstorm on the topic, and we write our lyrics, and we show them how to write in the bars, you know. So it's not it's like math that's involved. It's reading, it's writing. So it helps out with a lot of stuff that they don't even realize they're getting. They may not say it's like being in school, because they might go to school and they have to sit and do read, writing, arithmetic, and don't like it, and then you put music with it, and they doing the same reading, writing, and arithmetic. And then they got to get on the mic in front of their entire class. People skills.
And get over that fear of speaking in front of, like, I'm scared right now.
Me too.
But I'm fighting through it. You know, I'm sweating. But it's,
have no fear. Flaminpit is here.
So you know, it shows you how to overcome that fear. So it's a lot of benefits in it. And I wish I had something. Like I hear, like a lot of my friends, like, man, I wish we had something like this when we was in school.
Yeah,
you know?
Me too, because I always wanted to learn how to play the piano. The only two things I ever wanted to learn how to play were the pianos and the drums.
Mm-hmm.
And the piano, I probably would have been more successful with, and I did take some lessons, and then the place that I was going closed down. So then I was back to square one.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I would really want to be like Ramsey Lewis or Isaac Hayes. You know, I just want to play, because everybody said I had long fingers, I should play the piano.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't get to play any instruments. So is it too late for me to learn?
No, it's not too late. Man, I come down here, we'll get down.
I want to play something.
Yeah.
One of my friend's mom's retired, and she was in her 60s, retirement age, and she took up piano, and she started doing recitals and took her off for her.
See?
Yeah.
So I don't think it's
never
I
too
don't
late.
think it's impossible.
Yeah.
Right. Since I just turned 60 of the retirement age.
Yeah, but you've been retired for a while, though.
I can't believe you 60 though.
I just heard what he said, though. You hear when he said, you know, she in her 60s of the retirement age.
Yeah.
Well, I actually retired at 55.
Right.
So.
I was going to say, you've been retired for 5 years at least. So.
It'll be 5 years in January.
Mm.
But, so now what are the parents, what's their cooperation like with the kids, you know, doing this kind of stuff? What is that like? Do you have any age limits, or parents are saying, you know, I want my child to be in it, but they're not old enough, or they're too old? I mean, what is the age limit?
There's no age limit. We go from K through 12.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing is I separate the ages. Like, so if it's younger kids, it'd be from K to 2nd, and then maybe 3rd through 6th, or 3rd to 5th, and then middle school age, then
right,
high school age.
Yeah, you don't want to mix them together.
No.
They get crazy up in there.
There's different subject content, but it's all clean though. If we get a chance to play one of the songs or two of the songs, you know, everything is clean as far as, you know, you can't say certain words. You can't,
none of that crazy rapping with cussing and
none of it. But at the same time, they learn that you can make a good song without saying that stuff. It's more about your delivery and how you're feeling your soul. You don't have to talk about this, and this, and that.
Well, that's one thing about rap that I don't like is very few people that rap that I will listen to, because I get tired of hearing all that swearing and talking about women and talking about drinking and flashing your money, you know, that kind of stuff. Everybody want to be a rapper because they think they're going to get rich quick. And it's just like when they get into selling drugs, it's quick money, but it's like no future.
Right.
So to have a program like this where they can actually sit down and learn how music is done and learn that you can make good music without all of that is very educational.
Right.
Because too many kids just, I see them coming down my street rapping and they're just like, every other word is beep, 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 beep. You know, I just want to push that button to shut them up. Don't you see me sitting on the porch? You know, they need something like that.
Right.
I think it's a lot of young boys in my neighborhood that would be interested in doing something like that. Now, what about the alternative school? Because a lot of them it's an alternative school, and they just told me the name of it the other day. I can't even think of the name of it.
Zimmerman Center or not adult?
It's something else. They just told me that yesterday, but I wasn't paying much attention.
Okay.
But it's an alternative school, and you know, do you go to any of those?
Yeah, we just did programming at Mod Adult, the Zimmerman Center, this past school year. So I don't know if they were talking about that, but that's an alternative.
Yeah, I know those were, and then it used to be the school of choice.
Right.
But
that's what it was.
Yeah, they had another name for it though. It was, what did the boy say? I can't believe it. It was a name I had not heard before, because I asked him, I was like, why you guys are not in school? They said, oh, we don't start till the 16th. And I was like, why? And I said, what school you go to? You don't start till the 16th. And they told me the name, and I said, is that an alternative school? And they like, yeah. And I said, so why y'all in alternative? I said, y'all acting ugly in school? They was like, no, we getting crazy. I said, no, that's not why you go to alternative schools. I said, you're not fooling anybody. You know, you didn't know how to act in regular school. But I think it's a fairly new school.
Okay.
And 3 of the boys in my neighborhood go there. And I hate seeing them running up and down the street all day. I'm like, you need to be somewhere.
Right.
Like not running down the street on your cell phone. We're going to school, but we don't start till the 16th. They should be going year round.
Right.
If you can't control yourself to be in a regular school, you need to be going year round. Now, how about that?
But
That'd be
kids,
a nightmare as a teacher.
they do need more stuff to do. Like when we was younger, they would open up schools. You know, you could go to the school and play basketball or whatever. But like this program, is something, you know, this is offered at the Boys and Girls Club Monday through Thursday, Haskell Center Tuesday and Thursday. So they can go and make some songs and learn how to write music and make their own songs Monday through Thursday. I think it costs $10 for the whole year at the Boys and Girls Club.
Oh.
And Haskell Center. So that's somewhere you can go. But at the same time, we need more people that cook or sew or just they can do the same thing I'm doing or in their own way, but go and take that time out because kids need to
learn. You know,
and they be looking for stuff to do.
Yeah, because I know over at Christ in Richmond they had their summer program and they had stuff like that. They had I think karate classes and then they had I think a crocheting class and you know cooking class, something like that. And they do need a lot of stuff to do. It's just where do you go to do it?
Right.
That's the thing because when my boy was with the PAL program, they were. There was 2 other officers running it then, and they were everywhere. Now they just have the one officer running it, and they've got the center over there. And if people don't know where to go, then they just tend to roam the streets.
Right.
And then I'm on them like I'm sitting on my porch like, how come you're not in school? Hey, come here. They be like, Miss Quaid at it again. But anyways, we're gonna let John play, you know, one of the songs that your kids made, and John, you can just pick 1 or 2, you know, whichever number comes up.
Yeah, that's what I'll do because it just pulls it up and then starts playing. So I think it should be track 1. So
okay, let's just go ahead and play. Tell me the name of it.
Track 1 is Rise Above. This is with Kalamazoo Kalamazoo Schools. Something we did this summer with the communities and schools of Kalamazoo.
Okay. John, let's go to number 2.
Go to number 2 because that didn't have the lyrics on it. Oops. Wow.
That's all right. I like the music. Did they create that music?
Yeah, I'll send you the video.
Okay.
I did the music for that one actually. Okay, this is Kalamazoo again, communities and schools. Keep the family together. The lyrics better be on this one. Man.
I stay warm with my family no matter the weather. I can't picture a day without us being together. They my shine like sun out the clouds. I love my people, I'ma scream it out loud. Don't play, cause blood has thickened. Stay with them every day, cause time is only ticking. Protect them always, cause losing them ain't fiction. Cause they care for you when you was a new addition. Family love, the family hustle. Always stay united when you win the struggle. Food on the table, my family feeds me. I'll be there in a second if they ever need me. Stay strong, stay strong. Cause in your family is where you belong. We gotta keep the family together, no matter the weather. They always keep me, I'll be there if they need me. Gotta keep the family together, no matter the weather. They always keep me, I'll be there if they need me.
Blood is thicker than water, so I drink it. My heart is my breath, so when my headache keep beating. One day I picked up the phone and got a call when I heard my granny pass. I was going down far, and hey, yeah, everybody dies. I bet you my granny's so flown to heaven like flies. Yeah, I gotta stay strong and get a love, cause I got family love.
Stay strong, stay strong. Cause in your family is where you belong. We gotta keep the family together,
together.
That's really good. And the kids already, I mean, they know how to sing. They just like pop up and start singing.
Well, this, like the guy that's singing on this song, his name is Kurt, and this is like his 3rd year in the program. So he's went from you see
the progression, because that was really good.
Now he's got, he can write. I don't have to help him write no more. He's there.
Right.
I got students that from the 8th grade that now are teaching their own class.
Oh, special.
Shout out to Willie Smith Jr.
Shout out Willie Smith Jr.
But he started in 8th grade, and now he's been teaching classes for the past 2 summers, past 2 years. So it's creating jobs. Pretty sort of. We got like 7 producer engineers that's doing the same work now.
Right.
Still trying to grow, and at the same time, it's a good part-time job. But they're mentoring. They're giving back. But there's like 4 or 5 actual rappers out there now. Shout out to Anthony Stoner. And Keith. But anyway, they are actually making, putting CDs out and videos, and I'm like, wow.
Yeah. Because that will be like one of those guys, like you said, that your 8th grader that has gotten that far out. He would be interested to bring on the show.
Oh, that would be real cool to bring on.
You could bring him on. We could schedule y'all to bring him in and just talk about, how he started out and how now he's giving back to the community. And at 8th grade, I mean, that was a really good song. I'm impressed. And what do the young kids do now? Have any of the younger kids put together little CDs or anything?
Yeah, I got some young people stuff over there too. I got a multiplication song. We can play that one next when we get a chance.
Okay.
But they got songs about counting and just different colors.
Oh, okay.
But they're it helps them with their writing and reading. It's
and stuff like that would be good to have, like when they have the art fairs and stuff downtown. They could sell their little CDs.
Most definitely.
Yeah, because I'm impressed. I'm almost speechless, which is impossible, John.
I can attest to that.
I mean, it's like, wasn't that good?
That was really good. I mean, it's another thing is too, though. You could tell you're really good at mixing and blending it, because some people, I mean, I've listened to a lot of rap and hip hop stuff coming out of, people they're doing as best as they can, but they just don't have the finesse with it,
Yeah.
This is definitely, it was really slick. It was
that was right on point.
It was a slick pop, I would say a polished recording.
Well, thank you very much. I thank those kids. I've been doing it for like 1,000 years, though. So
yeah, he looks good for 1,000 years old. Oh my goodness. Well, I want to thank you for coming in today and sharing Bangtown productions and recordings with us. And I'm serious about it. I want you to think about making me a song for the show.
I will definitely make you a song, and
I want to be there to do something.
you're gonna do something. It's gonna be, you're gonna be the featured artist on the Flaminpit Show song. It's gonna be, you coming in, whatever, and something funky.
Wouldn't that be cool?
Something sweet.
Yep.
I know, because see, like I told you, I like that siren in the background, because it's hot in here.
Clearly more so than during the winter.
Can I give some web presence? Okay. Yep. You can find a lot of the kids' videos, a lot of just various videos at Bangtown at youtube.com/Bangtown. youtube.com/Bangtown. The website is studioonthego.com, which is studionthego.com. Facebook is Bangtown PR. Facebook/Bangtown PR.
That's right.
And
give us some phone numbers.
810-964-BANG is the phone number. 810-964-BANG, which is 2264. And peace and love and soul.
You want to wrap it up, or on the way out, you want to play that song, one of the multiplication songs?
Yeah, play multiplication. This is Haskell Center.
All right. So we're taking Lesa's show over here, but anyway.
Yeah, well, it's good because we want to get all out that we can get out. So we're going to go ahead and wrap the show up, and at the end, we're going to be signing off, playing whatever John plays.
Multiplication.
Multiplications. So let's play it.
Multiplication, I do numbers, do the math. Hey, 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 1 times 1 is 1. 1 times 2 is 2. If you didn't know, but I ain't through. 1 times anything equals the same. Now you know you ones. Let's step up your game. 2 times 1 is 2. Hey, 2 times 2 is 4. Hey, 2 times 3 is 6. Like my fresh Jordan kicks. Hey, 2 times 4 is 8. Hey, 2 times 5 is 10. Wait, 2 times 6 is 12. You can keep it to yourself. Multiplication, I do numbers, do the math. Hey, multiplication, I do numbers, do the math. Hey, multiplication, I do numbers, do the math. Hey, multiplication, I do numbers, do the math. Hey,
3 times 1 is 3. If you dumb, you get an E. 3 times 2 is 6. Study hard and get rich. 3 times 3 is 9. Say my rap in the rhyme. 3 times 4 is 12. Pop is bad for your health.
multiplication, I do numbers, do the math. Hey, 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 4 times 1 is 4. Hey, 4 times 2 is 8. Hey, now we all rockin' blue. Everybody don't hate. 4 times 3 is 12. 4 times 4 is 16. No cussing on my rap. Every word is squeaky clean. Multiplication, I do numbers, do the math. Hey, 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 5 times 1 is 5. Yep. 5 times 2 is 10. Yep. When I'm on the mic, yeah, you know I get it in. 5 times 3 is 15. 5 times 4 is 20. You got hot Cheetos every time I say gimme. Multiplication, I do numbers, do the math. Hey, multiplication, I do numbers, do the math. Hey, 6 times 1 is 6. Hey, 6 times 2 is 12. Hey, 6 times 3 is 18. Arch to the batch is 2 man. 6 times 4 is 24. Drop it down to the floor. 6 times 5 is 30. Wash your hands if they dirty. Multiplication, I do numbers, do the math. Hey, multiplication, I do numbers, do the math. Hey, 7 times 1 is 7. Say my prayers, go to heaven. 7 times 2 is 14. You must bow down cause I'm the queen. 7 times 3 is 21. Put your hands up high, let's have some fun. 7 times 4 is 28. I'm not perfect, I make mistakes. 7 times 5 is 35. I tell the truth, no lie. 7 times 6 is 42. If you don't know, get a clue. Multiplication, I do numbers, do the math. Hey, multiplication, I do numbers, do the math. Hey,
8 times 1 is 8, and you know I like to bake. 8 times 2 is 16, my teeth so white they go bling. 8 times 3 is 24, I wanna be rich and not poor. 8 times 4 is 32, you better ain't somebody I thought you knew. 8 times 5 is 40, I'm so good and not naughty. 8 times 6 is 48, you know you like me, I'm so great. 8 times 7 is 56, this verse so cool, it's just for kids.
multiplication, I do numbers, do the math. Hey, 9 times 1 is 9. Hey, 9 times 2 is 18. You know I got the bling. Every finger got a ring. 9 times 3 is 27. Slurpee 7 is 11. 9 times 4 is 36. Nappy Afro need a pick. Multiplication, I do numbers, do the math. Hey, 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 10 times 1 is 10. I get it in, I get it in. 10 times 2 is 20. You don't eat, you get skinny. 10 times 3 is 30. Stay up late, get up early. 10 times 4 is 40. I'm trying to call me shorty. Multiplication, I do numbers, do the math. Hey, multiplication, I do numbers, do the math. Hey, multiplication, I do numbers, do the math. Hey, multiplication, I do numbers, do the math. Hey,
11 times 1 is 11. Amen like a rev. 11 times 2 is 22. Do what it do. 11 times 3 is 33. You feel me? 11 times 4 is 44. I got some more. 11 times 5 is 55. Reach for the sky. 11 times 6 is 66. I'm in the mix.
Multiplication, I do numbers, do the math. Hey, multiplication, I do numbers, do the math. Hey, multiplication, I do numbers, do the math. Hey, multiplication, I do numbers, do the math. Hey,
12 times 1 is 12. I will never ever fail. 12 times 2 is 24. I'm not done, I got smoke. 12 times 3 is 36. My dream to be very rich. 12 times 4 is 48. I get it in the roller skates.
multiplication, I do numbers, do the math. Hey, multiplication, I do numbers, do the math. Hey, multiplication, I do numbers, do the math. Hey, multiplication, I do numbers, do the